welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. The following contest is an elimination match. Here we go.
You either get wrestling or you don't, and if you don't, that's okay. It's definitely not for everyone. But you know what? I'm proud to say I do get wrestling. I grew up idolizing guys like Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect, studying up on the greats who came before them, and pontificating on who might be tomorrow's world heavyweight champions. I've always loved wrestling, and if you're anything like me, regardless of which era you grew up watching, this game is for you. This is WWE All-Stars.
I think your opponent would be ready for it, but I guess not. Does his opponent have anything left after that?
Released to a ton of fanfare earlier this year, WWE All-Stars is interesting in that this really isn't a wrestling game. This game has as much in common with arcade brawlers like Street Fighter than wrestling games like Revenge or No Mercy. In fact, it's probably more the former than the latter, and surprisingly, it works brilliantly. So WWE All-Stars is really about two things. First, it's about those over-the-top fighting mechanics, and second, it's about mashing the greatest wrestlers of yesterday with the brightest stars of today. For most wrestling fans, the thing that's going to pull you into All-Stars is the way the game celebrates the WWE. There are 30 wrestlers to choose from, including legends like Hulk Hogan, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And those greats join today's superstars, headlined by guys like John Cena, The Miz, and even Randy Orton. And for fantasy bookers, this game is just a dream come true. I mean, we've always dreamed of the matches that time prevents. What if Hogan faced Cena in a clash of the WWE's two most iconic champions? What if the late, great Macho Man Randy Savage got to lock up with the Viper Randy Orton? This is what most fans are buying this game for.
Oh, I feel your pain, buddy.
Unfortunately, THQ knows that, and they've built in this awesome mode based specifically on the whole past meets present angle. You get a video package that looks like something off a WWE DVD to introduce each fantasy match, and it effectively creates an angle that actually gives the match some context. There's also a few story modes included, and these are just as cool. You can choose your path to WWE glory by challenging The Undertaker, for example. There's a lot of cool stuff like that in this game that feels custom built for WWE fans. Unfortunately, that exaggerated gameplay is also a strength, but the problem is the game's controls. They're just a bit too complicated for a game that's supposed to be pick up and play. I mean, doing a finishing move, for example, it's this complex process that involves building up a meter and then tapping buttons to initiate a taunt and then whatever. It's way harder than it needs to be. And for an arcade wrestling brawler meant to appeal to a wide audience of both current and former wrestling fans, that's a bit of an issue. In fact, I think that's probably the biggest problem with WWE All-Stars. But still, once you figure things out enough to actually play, it's impossible not to have a good time with this game. The features are there, everything from online multiplayer to a wrestler creator, tag matches, cage matches, but the main attraction is the history. And again, for wrestling fans, that's what you're gonna love the most about WWE All-Stars. Ooh, yeah!